Well guys, I'm back to reacting to monster truck events, as next up on the list is Monster Jam Pontiac 2000 Racing. As we just saw Jacksonville last time out, as you saw in the view, it's St. Louis style, this one. And this is, I said a few episodes ago that Anaheim might have been one of the tougher tracks at that moment. This is the actual toughest track of the 2000 season, as it is huge. And a little bit of a preview of what we'll be seeing 2 weeks from now in World Finals 1. So let's get ready, as we're going to be seeing a lot of brand new trucks in this event too. And of course we saw Pablo win freestyle with that wild run in Jacksonville. Nice to see Gravedigger back, as he is here in Pontiac too. As Tom Mentz is back too after winning racing. And we got a lot of trucks here. I think we have 12 trucks in total. And a lot of brand new trucks you'll be seeing too. I think there's like 4 trucks in total we'll be seeing for like the first time for me. And of course a couple of them some new body designs and all that. So yeah, who's ready for an awesome event in Pontiac? And remember, next time out after freestyle, we're going to be heading out to Vegas for World Finals 1. I am looking forward to that. That is going to be insane. But of course, we got to get past Jacksonville. I mean, not Jacksonville, Pontiac.
Welcome to the wrenchhead.com,
as this is the biggest track of the 2000 regular season. Hell, in a lot of ways, it could potentially almost top World Finals 1 depending on how you look at it.
The last 6 shows, we've been outdoors. So what does that mean? Well, the drivers have got to adjust. Straighter.
So yeah, as we take a look, here we go, the field. There's a lot of new trucks here for first time seeing too. So here's the field. As first up is John Seasock, Sudden Impact. First time I got to see him. And
tonight, the Scarlet Bandit, our first look at Dave Woodcock.
Yeah, Dave Woodcock driving. First time seeing Scarlet Bandit, because Dawn Cretin was probably pregnant at the time, because that was a lot of times where she got pregnant and didn't drive for a while. And of course there was Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter. First time I get to see him as well. And there's Mr. Excitement in the updated C10 Avenger. And then there's Destroyer, which we haven't seen since New Orleans. Nice to see him back. And of course, been a while since we've seen Jim Jack and Reptoid. And of course, Medusa, after we saw her debut in Jacksonville. But of course, we got more trucks. And this was the first time I got to see Rob Nell and Bulldozer. Well, it wasn't the first time I saw Rob Nell, but the first time I knew it was him, and first time I saw Bulldozer. And of course, Rob Nell, of course, driving Bulldozer for the first time since that wild run in Indianapolis where he finished second place. And of course, Pablo here in Gravedigger. We still got more trucks to show off to people. And of course, Sky Hartsock is here as well. After his like mid results in Jacksonville, hopes to do better this time out here in Pontiac before the season ends.
Well, we're back inside, and with the course we have, the pressure.
Yeah, remember, this is a tough track. You see Scott Hartsock, Sky Hartley, Pablo, and of course, Tom, too. And of course, we saw Sky had a lot of struggles last week with the truck like breaking. So he does out here. I think it was like 12 trucks here this event. That's a lot of trucks back then.
People at home and here watching the live event see the show and they see it running.
I'm hoping they would probably show the track. Here we go. Time for racing. And it starts off with Jim Jack going up against Sky Hartley. This could be an interesting race. Solid racers. And you'll get a good view of the track too. As you see, there's a bus stack, which is big. There's a van stack on the other side. And there's a bunch of motocross jumps, including one in the middle. This is a big track. As here we go. Sky Hartley with the big lead. Uh-oh, looks like something's wrong with Reptoid. Here you go, up that jump, and of course, classic VHS moment. Yay, I can't see what's going on. Yay, it sucks. How is it not fixed? There we go, finally. As Sting is going to get the victory, and we have no idea what happened. Okay, there's Reptoid. So, Jim Jack was able to cross. I didn't know if he was going to at first. I thought he was, like, dead. But yeah, big air off that jump. As looks like Sky Hartley got the easy victory. So now let's see what happened here. That was a solid turn.
But the key, as we talk about so often, is making the turns. Hartley keeps it squared up in good shape, and look how he hits this final turn. Great job.
Yeah, very good turn. Although he went off, he slid out a little bit right there, but that was still a very good pass for him as he moves on to round 2. And if there's 12 trucks, that means we're gonna have a fast loser from round 2.
You get better driving. I gotta tell you, that was the best run you've had so far.
Yeah, I did a little bit of adjustments on my shocks this weekend, and it seems to be working out pretty good. And everything's landing right. I changed my rear tires. I put a different set of tires on and stuff. And I got this Patrick chassis working now.
Well,
all right, here we go. Tom Meents getting ready to go after winning racing last time out in Jacksonville. Hope to put up an insane run. As you got to face Dave Woodcock and Scarlett Bandit. First time we're seeing this truck too.
Scarlett Bandit pulls to the line, and who does he have to look across that? The man who is dominating the circuit in Goldberg. But I'll tell you, Dave Woodcock's been around this game for a while. The nice Chevrolet Scarlett.
It's gonna be a while before we see Dawn too, unfortunately, which sucks. All right, so here we go. Tom with the lead. Dave's right there though, still. Let's see how they handle the turn. Tom had a great exit out of that turn as he's obliterating. Of course, is anyone surprised? Oh my God, Tom, what a turn he had as he's going to get the easy victory. Not even an effort. Hit the jersey walls there too as well. God, that was easy. It's, ooh, nosedive there for Dave. But yeah, just had no chance to beat Tom. Just got obliterated. And even slid out to in a turn. Looked like just gave up because Tom already crossed the jump and all that. Just completely obliterated. And that's why Tom is the GOAT. And we miss you, Tom.
This style been successful for him all season long.
You see that checkered flag on the back? That means that he won last time out. Wants to win here again. Here's Dan with Tom Meents.
Next round, you get Sting. He ran a great run. The best one.
So, Sky and Tom gonna go out to start off round 2, looks like.
I mean, it's going to be tough, but we're going to take him out. Sting is next.
All right, we'll see what
Alright,
happens.
so
We've got more first round.
back to more racing. As here we go. Next up, Scott Hartsock, Gunslinger, going up against Mr. Excitement, Jim Kohler Avenger in his hometown too, just like Dan Evans as well. Both are from Michigan. So this place means a lot to them. And of course, this is the first time we're seeing Jim with the updated Avenger after his wild flip in New Orleans, remember? And of course, Scott has the lead as, yeah, Jim Kohler continued to struggle. First time seeing with that new body. Yep, Scott Hartsock with no effort too once again. As Mr. Excitement having struggles. And going to be an easy victory for Scott. No effort. Whatever happened to Jim right there?
Jim Kohler again. Last time in New Orleans, that body got destroyed in the flip, so he's got a new one on here for the hometown folks for him here in Michigan. And I'll tell you, it wasn't the body that's the problem. He's just all over the place. And by that time, you can't keep that.
I have a feeling that something happened to his rear steer too, as he just stopped. He stopped right there, which is unfortunate. But he didn't look like he used his rear steer, so he must have had a problem with it. Like it does look like the rear steer gave out on him.
Gunslinger comes through the turn brilliantly. He's in great shape. That's what most of the time you'll see with Hartsock. He ends up in.
But all the races so far have been blowouts. Nothing close yet. Oh boy.
Scott, a nice first round clean run.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. You know, this track is real nice out here. We're getting some mile per hour going down near that far corner there. And these doubles over here, they look real good too. I mean, it's going to be a fast track. I'm looking forward to hopefully putting that Gunslinger in the finals. And we got one round down. We got a couple more to go. But the way it's looking, we got other guys that got some trouble. We don't have any trouble here tonight. Everything's running good.
Yeah, everyone's struggling on that track.
SFX, Pace, everybody out here, everybody at home, hey, stick around. Don't leave your seats. We're in for a good night.
All right, now up. First time seeing these two, like I said. John Seasock and Sudden Impact going against Rob Melton Bulldozer. First time seeing both these guys. Other than, of course, Rob, since we saw him in NWO numerous times. And of course, this was the first time, like I mentioned, seeing this. And that's actually kind of scared me somewhat as a kid, seeing Bulldozer flip over and see the horns break off like that. Hey, that was an awesome run for Rob as he got the second place right there.
Big smile for the fans, but now he's back behind the wheel of that Bull. That's what they call that. It's actually a Chevrolet underneath it. It's a 99 Chevrolet Bull. How's that?
All right. Rob Nell, one of the really talented young drivers of monster trucks, ready to go against a guy who's been around for a while, John Seasock, in Sudden Impact out of Pennsylvania, that 99 Super Duty extended cab.
As we're getting ready to see what they got.
Like
This is going to be an interesting race.
That Ford banner on his sleeve. It's always a source of pride when he's matched up against.
Here we go. Oh, Rob Nell got blown out to start, but he's right there, though.
At the start.
He has the lead, but here we go into the turn. See how he does. Oh, and Rob hit the pole.
Look,
Ah.
might have knocked down a pole. See if that's a penalty.
As now, here we go into the final turn as he's going very wide. He got really close there to, oh my God. Sudden Impact had a terrible pass right there, too. Oh, my goodness.
Impact is gonna come with the win here.
Horrible pass there for both of them at the end.
5-second penalty, so it ended up the penalties equaled out. We'll get a look at Rob Nell here, and again, we haven't seen him in a while. Could be a little rust as far as being in that truck for Rob. Struggles there. You see the turning pole. That's 5 seconds. That cost him right there.
Yeah, just had a bad
After
pass.
that, but for the most part, he was just trying to make up ground.
And then he screwed up here, too.
And that cost him.
All right, Rob, tough race. Unfortunately, you both get 5-second penalties. You come up a hair short.
Yeah, I know it. I got a little impatient in the second corner. I got a little wide. The motor was running good. The truck was working good. It was driver error this time.
It's got to be tough now.
Yeah, you
racing
screwed
in
up big time
Indianapolis,
there.
getting used to a brand new
That
truck.
might have been another penalty,
Yeah,
too, not
it
lining up
truck.
straight.
Did a lot of work to it. Yeah, it took a little getting used to, but like I say, they're still free.
I was hoping it'd be a good race, but it kind of really was. We haven't really had that much of a good race yet this event.
And Sudden Impact looked pretty smooth, but also came up with a 5-second penalty, Scott.
Yeah, he missed the final right there. You see, he missed the turning pole. Got back in the lane, so he was able to get over the cars properly, but still 5-second penalty for missing that turning pole.
Let's hear from John Seesaw.
John, a tough round. You both made mistakes, but you know what? Your mistake was a little better to make because you got across the finish line first.
Yeah, man, looked like it was going to be a real close race, and Bulldozer's hard. He's running good all year, and I came across that last double jump there. The tachometer on the dash of the truck came flying out of the mount. Well, I was watching that, not watching where I was going, and I seen I was ahead of him, and I wanted to make that turn, and I made the wrong turn. Got a 5-second penalty, but I guess he hit a cone or something, and he started coming back for good.
They hit a cone down in the first corner, so you guys even that one out. However, the turn you made, you almost went over a real big jump.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
All right, so that's moving on now to the next round. No, we still got round one still to go. That's right. All right, so here we go. Next up, Medusa, as we saw her debut, at least for me, the last time out in Pontiac. Not Pontiac, Jacksonville. And of course, talking about her debut as she drove at whatever event that was.
Afraid of that truck, and she knows how to drive. She, though,
And if I remember correctly, I think, yep, I was about to say, faced Pablo. And remember, Pablo, although he won Jacksonville last time in freestyle, he was horrible in racing. He went one and done the Lyle. So let's see what he's got here against a rookie, Medusa.
And Pablo has had some great moments behind the wheel of Gravedigger. We'll see what he can do here.
Here we go, Medusa and Gravedigger. Future champions. As Pablo has the lead. He hit a pole, though.
With some nice air coming down to the first turn. There is a problem on Medusa.
And of course, Pablo with the big lead looks like as something happened to Medusa, but we're not seeing what's going on. As Pablo dominant. Oh, Pablo screwed up! Oh! Pablo stalled! Oh, he blew it big time. Come on, Pablo! He got, and there we go. Oh boy, he almost blew it big time there. Oh man. He better be thinking his Lucky Stars Medusa screwed up big time. Oh man. Terrible pass there for Pablo, but he did get the win, so good for Team Gravedigger since they haven't had a lot of good moments this year, remember. Jeez, what happened? Here we go.
Gravedigger right here, and Pablo, again, a veteran, smart, looked over, and he saw he's okay, she's got problems, I'm just going to finish this course up, make it legal, and win it.
That was a terrible pass, though. That was inexcusable.
All right, Pablo, you win the first round, but what the heck happened? I came around this turn here, and when you're sitting up in that truck and you're looking at all them cones, it was like multiple choice. I had to stop, pick a door. All right, now, Pablo, have you adjusted your door process for the next round? Yeah.
He got lost. Wow. Then again, a lot of them got lost back then. Remember in Orlando? Oh my God, remember how lost they were in their lanes? They couldn't figure out which lane they were in.
I gotta like
Alright, now here we go. Our final race of round 1. Jimmy Cretin in Bounty Hunter. The first time I got to see him. Going up against Dan Evans in Destroyer.
It'll be interesting to see what he can do.
And Dan Evans, I'll tell you, they call him Airman Dan, loves to fly the Destroyer. Another of the Michigan drivers here who really wants to put on a good impression for the family and friends so close to home.
And 98 Chevy ready to go.
Here we go to wrap up round 1. Destroyer and Bounty Hunter. Let's see what Cretin's got. Close race so far, but Cretin has the lead.
Both these trucks look pretty strong.
See how they go into the turn. Oh, I think Dan having problems. He's going way off course. Oh, he hit the side of the hill, I think. Oh boy, not looking good. As Cretin had the slow turn, but he got across and he is going to get the victory. I think Dan actually spun out and almost went to the wall.
Actually knocking out Destroyer.
Destroyer having some problems in the turn. And
Yeah, the rear steer locked up.
smoothly, but then again, Airman Dan not able to get the air, gets off course, he gets into that freestyle motocross setup for next week that's already here, and I'll tell you what, he got in trouble. Jimmy Cretin, though, very impressive.
I mean, Dan was looking okay still right there, but man, that hurt. As Cretin is going to get the win and move on to round 2.
This season, we're going to see something from him tonight.
You know, Jim, a win is a win is a win. That was a tough one out there, but Destroyer kind of helped you out a little bit, and you went around nice and smooth.
Well, I tell you what, I'm expecting a better run this next time. We had the negative ground cable come off the rear steering batteries, and we still managed to get through it. We can do better than that.
All right, so the negative ground cable is fixed. You're all set?
We're fixed. That was an easy fix. We got her tight now. I don't know how it got loose, but we're ready. We're going after Gunslinger.
And that's going to be a big matchup. Oh boy. Oh, cannot wait for that. So anyways, Sky Hartley and Tom Meents, John Seasock and Pablo Hubdigger, and then Scott Hartsock and Jimmy Cretin go go at. All huge matchups.
Impressed with round 1. Here we are set for round 2.
And remember, we're going to have a fast loser depending on who has the best time here and loses, so whoever loses here might not necessarily be eliminated yet.
Square off. Sting and Goldberg not in the ring. It's their trucks who are going to battle.
But you know Sting and Goldberg are watching this show to see how those trucks will do against each other. There is Bill Goldberg on the side of his truck.
As we're getting ready. Classic matchup between these two. We saw them race each other in Jacksonville when Sting broke. Let's see how they do here.
And Tom Meents has done a great job with that Goldberg.
As
And the classic
let's see what Sky Hartley got. Hopefully he'll not break like last time out.
He got with Sky Hartley, another veteran driver, a top shoe. They've got a unique style in that truck.
Round 2, Sting.
Here we go. And Sting hanging right there. Here we go into turn. Tom went really wide right there, but he still had a really great turn. As Sky Hartley a little wobbly right there. He is way behind. As man, what air Tom had. Here we go into the final turn, and easy. Once again, easy dominant victory for Tom. No effort. Once again, no effort. Man, Sky had actually was right there with Tom, but in the end he blew it in the turn.
Goldberg until here, he got in the turn and just was not able to keep it completely straight. That caused him because he had to let off and get squared back up. Again, comes back pretty well in the straightaway, but this one, it was the turns that cost the Stinger a chance to keep up with Goldberg. But hey, right now nobody's.
And he had a pole too. Ooh.
Scott Hartsock every now and then.
Both of these trucks getting some sick air there. Really looking good, and these crowds really love it.
Just once again, just a dominant victory for Tom. Just seeing why he was the GOAT and unstoppable in 2000.
That seemed to be pretty easy.
I don't know, none of them are easy. It's a handle, you know, you gotta fight it the whole time you're out there. It's a pretty rough course, but we're getting pumped up now. I was dragging at first, but as it goes along, I get a little more excited.
You seem to get more juiced.
Yeah, I do. I get the adrenaline flowing.
Alright, as we continue on for round 2. Of course, another World Finals 1 promo. But here we go. A huge matchup. Scott Hartsock and Jimmy Cretin gonna go at it. Let's see what he's got. Really good start for both of them. Here we go into the turn. Cretin spun out. Ooh, that's not good. He is way off course. Scott Hartsock is dominate. Here we go, and Scott Hartsock is going to get the easy victory as Cretan spun out right there. But, oh, there's a lot of smoke there for Gunslinger. That's not good. But Scott Hartsock got the easy victory.
We've just talked about how strong and consistent he's been all year.
And a terrible pass for Cretan. Didn't even probably finish his pass.
You only see one hand on that because he's turning those rear wheels with the other hand. And what a great job at it he's done. Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger a winner.
You know, Scott, I don't run these trucks, but I would say that doesn't look too good.
No, you're right, Dan. You know, we had it going on around this course out here. I think we'd have done a lot better than what we've been doing. And, of course, taking 2 trucks out right off the bat's pretty good. But what we had happen here is the Custer shock has an accumulator on it. And on the accumulator, you have a nylon hose that's reinforced by some steel braided lines. Well, it ruptured and exploded. So we're out as far as the competition goes, which is a shame, but we still got second place wrapped up. This Mega Power Ford Gunslinger is going to come back. We're going to do some freestyling for these Pontiac fans, and I could say that there ain't going to be no sunshine in the Silver Dome tonight with me and Goldberg.
So yeah, Scott Hartsock unfortunately broke, so he's done for racing despite the win. So Cretan is going to move on despite Cretan having a horrendously terrible pass. He got bailed out big time. Look at this. He was horrible.
But somehow, because of the problems with Gunslinger, he'll get to come back and get a chance to himself after that wild run.
Wow, Jimmy Cretan's with Dan.
That was just terrible.
Semis, it's a nice ring to it. You know, your guy goes down, you got to take advantage of it.
Well, I guess we do in this instance because we had a bad run there, but we're coming
Got
back.
bailed out like Tom did in
We're
Indianapolis.
stay together and we're headed for the semis.
Oh, man, that sucks. Scott Hartsock, after being so dumb in most of the year, done in round 2. All right, but hey, we still got a semifinals. Sky Hartley, semifinals. Fast loser. Sky Hartley is still the fast loser. Here we go, our last race of round 2. Sun Impact versus Gravediggers. Here we go.
Let's see how these two guys do.
And they're dead even.
Down the front straightaway.
And here we go into the turn.
Digger got up on the nose a little bit.
Right now, Pablo is in the lead, but John Cesar's hanging in there. Here we go into the turn. And going to the last one. Here we go. Line up for a jump. As there we go. Pablo going to get the victory, but oh boy. Oh, looks like he broke something the front end as he went way off course. He got the win, but that was ugly.
I don't know if he finished the course, Mike. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, we got to see.
He's got to go over with those front 2.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, he got a penalty. He missed it. Oh, yeah, something went really bad, but he's done.
What happened? As I came around the turn, I cranked the front steering. I blew an O-ring on the orbital steering valve, crossover relief. Something I've never broke before. It's about a 2-cent item, but hey, it cost me a race.
What do you mean never broke before in all these years?
Now, I've blown about everything, but to blow a little cheesy O-ring, that's a new one.
And you were leading, you were running well.
I was doing good. Wasn't meant to be, but I guess freestyle will redeem ourselves if we can.
That's unfortunate because Pablo gave some life to Gravedigger that year when they needed it. But man, how about that? Scott Hartsock and Pablo are done to breakage. As Seasock is moving on to the semis.
You're on to the next round, brother.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know.
So that means Sky Hartley is going to come back in the semifinals.
I've been racing all over the place, and this is the best field, I mean, anywhere we had for pace all year. And I guess it's like a preliminary for Vegas, you know.
Qualifying, win. Quarterfinals, win. Semifinals,
win.
Hey, coming up, we're going to get a look at the semifinals.
So here we go.
Goldberg.
Very, very, very big finals. These semifinals coming up.
You know, must-start racing, it's good to win. It's also good to keep your truck together and be lucky. So the semifinals, you got Goldberg and Sting. WCW rivals, they hate each other. That's one side. But the flip side, the 2 trucks who we said keep an eye on, Bounty Hunter and Sudden Impact.
Yep.
Come on, anything can happen in Monster Madness.
So yeah, here we go. Sun Impact and Jimmy Cretan and Bounty Hunter are going to go at it. 2 future racing champions are going to go at it, just like when they faced each other in the finals in 2008. And then once again, a rematch from round 2. Tom Mentz and Sky Hartley going to go at it once again. So here we go. First up, Tom Mentz and Sky Hartley. They had their match earlier in round 2. Sky had a good start, but then he choked at the end Let's see if he can probably challenge Tom once again.
Out of that truck and how to ask it for something, for some response, and it does it. So we'll see here. Again, you got to make 2 turns, and that's very tough to do.
As here we go. For semifinals, Sting and Goldberg. As Sting right there with a big wheelie. Here we go, into the turn. As, of course, Sting gonna spin out right there. Terrible, 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 terrible. And Tom, of course, easy victory. As Tom is in the finals. Oh, 2 wheels there, nice. As Tom is in the finals.
Would probably love to try a drag race against Goldberg. He can hang with him on the straightaway, but it's a whole course here with the U.S. Hot Rod Association, and that guy is, right now, number 1.
Best in the league.
Look at the air right here.
Yeah, Scott did have a really good jump right there, but then in the turn, he spun out, and it was ugly.
Goldberg, smooth as always, but what really impresses you about Goldberg is the horsepower.
Right here, too. He's cranking it at this point. On board, the 1-800-COLLECT onboard camera with Tom Mintz. You can see how he's fighting that baby, but he just stays under control. The truck may not look like it's under control, but Tom's barely.
It's just nice enjoying seeing Tom as he is in the finals.
We'll wrap up our semifinal action when TNN's Motor Madness.
Now here we go.
Jam rolls on.
John Cesac, Jimmy Cretin. They would fight for a title in 2008, but here they are before they would get their titles.
We still have one more semifinal show.
Who will face Tom in the finals?
And I got to tell you, Scott, I'm surprised these 2 trucks are here, but they both came to Michigan with a serious attitude.
Absolutely, and Sudden Impact has had 2 outstanding runs. He definitely has earned his spot there.
Not really. John Cesac got screwed up a lot.
But remember, he had all the troubles in round 2, but because
here we go.
He's back. Can he take advantage?
Hanging in there, dead even so far. But here we go into the turn. As Cretin had a much better turn. Cesac's right there though. He's behind, but he's still right there. Here we go to the final turn. Can we have a close race? Here we go. Oh, Cesac didn't have a good turn there, and it's gonna be Cretin gonna get the victory as he's in the finals. That was still the closest race, I think, and clean one too. Cesac and Rob Nell was closer, but it wasn't a clean race. This was a clean race.
What a debut on Motor Madness for Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter. He gets a crack at Goldberg in the championship race here tonight on Motor Madness.
Here we go. Time for the finals. The beginning of a big, long rivalry between Tom Mintz and Jimmy Cretin.
Take out Goldberg? We raced at the back in Oklahoma City in February, and Bounty Hunter took the win, so I'm going after him this time too.
Don't you love to when they talk about events that they never showed live?
And here on TNN's Motor Madness, Goldberg has been outstanding. He feels good about the finals. Let's hear from him now.
Another final. Does it ever get old? No, not at all. Winning never gets old. Guaranteed. It was a nice run. Bounty Hunter looked smooth. Yeah, he did. I'll tell you right now, Jimmy better load up because he's going back to Kansas.
That's got to be one hell of a race, hopefully.
I think Goldberg is
Rape.
About that.
Spoiling for freestyle, we're not going to go see that. Of course, we saw what happened to Pablo earlier, which
if
sucked.
It's not one thing, Scott, it's another. He has had no luck at all.
Well, the whole team has, and it's been made.
Yeah, Graders had no good luck this year, as we saw. Still continuing.
The O-rings costing Pablo Huffing.
Well, we're ready for the finals. Let's hear about it from Dan.
Well, it's time for the finals. Monster truck racing is full of surprises. Yeah, you've got Goldberg with Tom Mintz, but you also got Jimmy Cretin with Bounty Hunter. So far, he's been full of surprises. Let's see what he can pull out of his bag of tricks for the finals.
Here we go for the finals of the beginning of a big, long rivalry in Monster Jam. Tom Mintz, Jimmy Cretin, multiple racing champions. If I remember correctly, they are only only drivers have been to the champion finals and the world finals multiple times. 2002 and then 2011. Here we go. Could Jimmy Cretin pull off the upset and beat Tom We're about to find out. As here we go for the finals. Tom Benson, Jimmy Cretin. And Tom with the lead in the other lane. First time he's in that lane, too. Cretin did not have a good lane right there. He's way behind right there. Oh, he's hanging in there, but Tom has the lead still. As he is dominating. Here we go. Into the final turn. Even in a lane he didn't drive in. Cretin's right there, but it's going to be Tom going to get the victory. Tom is going to win as he wins another race of the season. Shows how dominant he is. Yeah, Cretin did put up a good fight. Was right there with Tom, but got the win.
Tom Mintz and the Goldberg machine, believe me, in 2 weeks, Tom intends to cap this season off by winning the wrenchhead.com World Finals.
Yep, and remember, 2 weeks from now in real life, will be World Finals 1. This was the last regular season event before the World Finals. We still got freestyle, though, coming up. That probably was one of Jim Cretin's best races of the night, but it just wasn't enough to beat Tom. If anything, I thought he had a better turn, too.
One mistake cost him.
All right, Jimmy. You know, you made the finals. You lost by 0.9 seconds.
Oh, I tell you what, Tom's a tough competitor. I had him, like I said, a couple months ago, and I barely edged it out. He got me tonight, and I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward for a rematch, though.
And we're going to be seeing a lot of them throughout the years, especially in the World Finals. Oh boy, cannot wait for those when we get to them. But I think this is the only time we're going to be seeing Cretin in this event, in this season, because I don't think he drove. No, I think he did drive in freestyle in Pontiac, but I don't think they showed it.
The awesome, as you like to call it, sick air, right there.
There it is, Goldberg, a winner.
Well, Tom, who is next?
I don't know, you know, I guess we're going to have to wait and see who's next in freestyle.
I tell you, that was one heck of a run. You gave him the choice of lanes. You just don't care.
I tell you what, he come over here and he kind of had a little attitude. Well, why don't you let me have that good lane? I said, take it, boy.
I guess the good lane is wherever Goldberg is.
I think so.
Great run. Is the truck locked in for the racing in Vegas?
It's ready, man. I mean, we got a little
Yes,
time
and we
to
cannot
do.
wait.
We'll be
But of
there
course, we still got
100%.
wild
Let's get
freestyle
ready to
action
be
coming
there.
up on this track coming up.
All right, here
But
are
congrats,
racing
Tom,
boys.
as he won racing once
Way
again.
out in front, obviously winning
Dominant.
over
Like I said, he was just too unstoppable that
Went out in
year.
the first round, pick up 50 points in their first round. But look at the racing in the monster truck division. Goldberg has such a huge lead, but remember, he may win the points championship. He wants it in Vegas bad, though.
Our wrenchhead.com storylines. Gravedigger, another night of bad luck. Wow, when will it ever turn around?
Well, you know, Pablo hopes it'll turn around next week in freestyle, but here's the big problem. Gunslinger had been on such a roll. Boy, mechanical problems knocked him out tonight.
And Goldberg comes away a winner. Las Vegas is next. What a great night.
Not
it was
yet, as
here
we
in
still
the
got
Silverdome
freestyle to come
in
up still for this
Detroit.
event.
33,000 here for Scott Douglas. I'm Mike Hogwood. Here's Dan.
Next time we see these guys racing, it'll be for the World Championships in Vegas. Tom Mintz, he seems to be ready. Will things change there? We'll soon find out. But next week, right back here, Pontiac Silverdome, week 2, which means you don't want to miss it. It's freestyle. For Mike Hogwood and
And
Scott
I'm gonna
Douglas,
stop right there just so they don't potentially show off anything. But yeah, guys, that was Monster Jam 2000 Pontiac Racing, and it was insane. Tom won once again. We got to see a whole bunch of new trucks on that debut, and one more thing left to go for the regular season, and that is freestyle in Pontiac. So see you all for freestyle.